Some of the best things in crypto are not just pre-sales, but new layer ones that are being used by pretty much everybody. And BlockDAG, which is in its pre-sale stage right now, is a combination of both. And that, coupled with the fact that we had a new all-time high of Bitcoin just earlier today, plus the entire market being more than green over the past week, is a sort of holy trifecta of good things that are all happening at the same time. Now, in case you haven't heard about BlockDAG, what they're doing exactly, how you can beat vesting, where you get like 80% of all the tokens paid out on TGE, with I think a guaranteed 10x when it comes to the price based on pre-sale price compared to launching price, as well as the fact that they raised over $335 million, making this, I think, the biggest pre-sale ever. This has lots of good things in here, so I thought, let me share that with the group. Now, as always, links to everything are going to be in the description down below. You know, it's not financial advice. And let's talk about what BlockDAG does. In short, think of this as a new layer 1 chain. If you look at the top 6 in crypto, we have Bitcoin as a layer 1 chain. Then we had ETH a couple years later, in like 2014 or so. In 2020, we got Solana, which, you know, is still top 10 in the world. And now around 2025, as we're going live fairly soon, we're going to get BlockDAG. They have a pretty huge ecosystem behind it as well. They have a whole developer hub behind it when it comes to dev releases, hackathons, their own academy, as well as a team that is fully doxed. They actively post on all social media, and they even got their own crypto mining rigs. Now, in case you haven't heard about that, let me give you the main description first. I'll show you how to get into the pre-sale later as well. But first, they are a proof of work POW consensus mechanism that intends to reinvent the cryptosphere with its cutting edge directed acyclic graph structure. They achieve over 100 blocks per second, which is insane. I think when it comes to transactions for Bitcoin, you can only get 5 per second. It's super slow. They make it scalable with thorough output, high confirmation speed, while also making it user-friendly, having multiple layers of security that other proof of stake coins can't claim. And it's a whole ecosystem of decentralized solutions with high level development like Solana, BNB, Ripple, and similar. Now, the pre-sale with $335 million raised obviously has been going on for quite some time already. You can purchase this in various different ways. You can use either BNB or ETH or any stablecoin, as well as using Google Pay or Apple Pay, even your Visa or MasterCard, which is available. They've been audited multiple times by Hellborn, by Certic, by internal audit, as well as their own in-house team, with every single issue that they found being resolved already. They are officially confirmed to launch on major global exchanges, including Maxi, Albank, Coinstore, Bitmart, XT, as well as 15 more tier 1 and US exchanges. So just for listing alone, that is going to be huge. I mean, if we take some coins that are in the top 50 or top 100 in crypto, they're also listed on about 15 to 20 exchanges total. So right from the start, they put themselves among the top players. Along the way, which is also available, they do have their own miner app. Not just an app, they also have physical rigs in order to mine and power the network. So they got entire mining rigs, and making this one as simple as possible, where it's pretty much a plug and play option for income streams, making crypto adoption much easier. They also got various different miners from the X1, X10, X30, and X100, a huge beast, available. And with not just them setting up the entire ecosystem for you to participate and mine, but also the team being fully transparent behind it, and even having their own keynote, similar to an Apple event, they are here to stay and want to position themselves among the top 100, if not higher, in the world. For the token, which I will show you how to buy in a second, they're going to be 150 billion coins, which means that at $1 per token, the market cap would be 150 billion, so fairly huge, but still only as number 5 in the world. And the way they built this, it's going to directly compete with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So a market cap of hundreds of billions is definitely possible. The current price per token is incredibly low compared to what the next batch is going to be, and the listing price, as the listing price, as far as I know, is going to be 5 cents, as there are going to be 45 different batches of pre-sales, which started at 0.1 cents originally, proceeding to batch 29 with a price of 2.76 cents, with a prediction that once everything in here goes live, a single token is not just going to be worth like $1 or $2, but with a goal of being worth $10 per token, putting themselves right next to Bitcoin when it comes to valuation. But now let's focus on the pre-sale before we get into too many details. Obviously, everything that I talked about is also listed down below. They have tons of different pages in their white paper / wiki page alone, so feel free to go through everything. We also didn't even cover the miner app directly yet, which you can download as well for iOS as well as Android. They also had a $2 million giveaway, which I think is one of the biggest, if not the biggest I've ever seen, which was a limited time summer giveaway where participants can deposit and win up to 2 million USDT along some massive BlockDAG bonuses. With different tickets available over here, definitely something huge that I haven't seen other projects do. The fact that 1/3 of all tokens are here for the presale and 50% for miners, which is insane, and only 1% for the team, which you rarely ever see. But let's get into how to purchase the token. You can buy a miner on the same page as well. It's already sold 18,500 of them for over $7.5 million, which can be purchased in ETH, USDT, BNB, or other cryptos that are in this list over here. And when it comes to buying BlockDAG itself, you can also pay in ETH, USDT, or BNB, as well as other cryptos. Now, depending on what chain you use, as well as what wallet and what is available for you, the minimum purchase price and quantity changes a little. For example, if we select USDT on ETH, that is $42. If we select ETH, that is going to be around the same, so like $40 to $45 depending on the price of ETH, but I think this one adjusts automatically. And you will see that down here there's a code applied called beat vesting, which is also up there, and that is for the next 5 days only. Every buyer who purchases BlockDAG at the current price gets 80% of the coins unlocked on day 1 of launch. So you skip the usual 40%, meaning normally, let's say you spend $100 to get the tokens, you would only get $40 worth of those tokens at launch. Now you get $80 worth of tokens at launch, and because the current price compared to launch price at 5 cents is significantly lower, that's like a guaranteed like 30x or so. But again, for each stage and each batch that is filled, that price is only going to go up. So the cheapest you could have bought this was when they launched, and the second cheapest time is right now, with people spending $70,000 for number 1 over here in the last for the top 30, but as well as 24,000, 22,000, 14,000. And that is only daily. When it comes to all time, people are spending millions in this presale alone. 1.5 million on place 5, 3 million on the second spot, and almost $4 million on the first spot alone. And they also have something called buyer battle, where every single day 50 million BlockDAG coins are set as the daily limit. If the entire amount isn't sold, the remaining coins will be awarded to the top buyer of the day, which means today's reward is going to be almost $1 million worth of tokens, depending on how many are still left over in the next 12 hours. Now, right now, let's say you would have, let's make it clean, 1 million tokens, or $27,600. Depending on each stage, that is only going to go up more and more and more, which means in the last stage that alone is going to be worth at least $50,000. But with the goal of $10 and more per token, that would be worth a whole lot more. Also, depending on what miner you get and what stage we're in, as well as the mobile app that you can download, the tokens that you get daily, they aren't bad. For the fact that it's free, that's pretty good. And if you get the big miner, good for you. Now, when you buy it, let's say we would go with ETH and we would use the minimal amount. Obviously, make sure that in your wallet you do have enough in order to buy right now about 26,250 coins, for which you would then click on buy coins over here, and then your MetaMask is going to open up over here, and you simply click on approve and get the transaction through, which is then going to show up in your dashboard, and maybe even, depending on the amount, put you in the leaderboard for the top 30 holders of the day and give you a big boost. Also, they have dev releases linked on the side as well, so you can read that exactly. And you can also go back quite a long time, so you can see exactly how things came to fruition, what they're working on, all of that, making sure everything in here goes well. Now, I will leave links down below to everything. Again, for pre-sales alone, this is, I think, the biggest one. Bitcoin reached a new all-time high, so lots of money that is made in crypto is then going to trickle down into different categories, especially into new layer 1s and ongoing pre-sales, which is always a big opportunity. Obviously, it's not financial advice, you know the drill. I'm just showing you things that you might like to. That being said, if you got any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.